Hi guys, welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you guys for joining me and thank you for subscribing. So today we're going to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist and visitation. One thing that a narcissist is predictable. They're like kids. Little kids. When the kids are, you see them and they're trying to hide behind the curtain or under the table and their leg is sticking out, and you see them there. You know, that's like a narcissist, except that the narcissist always hides in the same spot. So you can almost expect to see them in the same spot every time. So they can't help themselves. They keep repeating the same thing. So how would a co-parenting with a narcissist affect visitation? Okay, so you have a custody agreement. Hopefully, you have something of official. Please do not even try to have any kind of custody arrangement word of mouth or kind of. It has to be written down. It has to be court ordered. It has to be signed off on. You cannot trust these people. So it has to be something that is legal, kind of arrangement. So if you have something written down, pick up time, drop off time, whether you have custody or they have custody, you have visitation, you have to understand that they will try to interfere somehow. Okay, so let's say pick up time. Maybe you're supposed to go pick them up. Best believe when you get there, they might hold on to the children. Let's say you're supposed to pick them up at 6. You can go there and wait in the car, maybe waiting for the kids. Either they don't have them ready or they won't release the kids, just so you can trip you off. So just so you can say something. So they might hold the kids like 10 or 15 minutes for no reason. For no reason at all. It's just so, let me see, trying to see how best to provoke you on that. Or you are dropping them, they're dropping off, or you're dropping off. Maybe it's their turn to drop off the kids, and they're supposed to drop them off at 6 or whatever. Yeah, maybe 6:15 or 6:10, plus or minus here. No, they might end up dropping the kids off maybe 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late. No explanation. All that is done as well to provoke you. And if you're getting child support, or they're the ones getting child support now, it might not be utilized well, where the children's necessities are not being met, or if they are the ones paying child support, the kids go over there, they don't have the basic things that they need. That is likely to happen. Or even if it's specified, like in your agreement or in the divorce decree, to when the kid is over there in either or the parents care, you're supposed to provide everything for that child. You'll be surprised that they don't have toiletries, basic stuff that a kid will need, or they're the ones getting the child support and they don't provide these things. So, and the children end up being unkept. So when you're picking them up, they're looking some type of way, or when you're dropping them off, they're looking some type of way. So when this happens, all this you have to realize is trying to engage. They're trying to engage. So that's why when you're dropping off or picking up, you don't even engage with you don't talk. Besides the normal, you're exchanging the kids, you don't go beyond that, because they're gonna come up with different things to get you to provoke you to go off, or they can. This is the favorite of the narcissist I'm co-parenting with, where the kids he comes to pick up the kids, and they come downstairs. The next thing, you thought the kids left. And a few minutes later, the kids are running, maybe a minute or so, they're running back in. And you're like, okay, what happened? Why are you coming back? Oh, Dad told me to change. and you're looking at the kid, they're perfectly fine. There's nothing, there's nothing wrong with what they're wearing, you know. So I'm like, change, you look fine. He's like, I don't know, he just want me to do change. I said, okay. Now, that's that one. Or it will go back, and then another time it will become, go and change your shoes. Wear a different shoe, you know. So all of this obviously is for you. So because what they're expecting you to do is to walk out that door and be like, what do you mean? What is wrong with the shoe? What is wrong with the clothes? You know, stuff like that. And then that way you guys can start going back and forth, you know. Another way they can do this is to, let's say you have a holiday, you know, and it hasn't been specified in the decree or something, or your arrangement, and you know that that they're supposed to spend the extra, you know, the holiday, let's say Memorial Day, and it's on a Monday, and you're supposed to pick them up on a Sunday. So if it's not specified in the decree or the arrangement that if it's a holiday they can stay over in the Monday, or you know, you don't have to pick them up on Sunday. So best believe a narcissist would go ahead without any notice to you, you know, decide to keep the children for the holiday. So won't come and drop them off, or in my own case, I have to go pick them up. So you have me showing up to pick up the kids, and I'm calling them on the phone. Okay, guys, I'm downstairs, and he's holding them hostage. And the next thing is like, you know, he's trying to go off so you can, you know, start yelling on the phone. So, you know, no, that's not what you do. So I immediately, you document right there while I'm sitting in the parking lot, sent an email, okay? Failure to provide the kids, or hand the kids over, you know, after the visitation. I document the time, the day, because with the email, it's the time you wrote it is there, the date you wrote it is there, and that's it. And I pulled out and I left. So he's shooting emails. I should come pick them up on Monday. What to know? So this is that boundary that I told you about. Because remember, when you leave these people, they are going by how you were when they left, while you were in the marriage or while you were in a relationship, where the time where you didn't know what the hell is going on and you're trying to adjust to what's going on. So they're going by you reacting the same way too. So see, he sends me email to come pick them up on Monday. Like he made a previous arrangement with me. That's trying to cross boundaries because he's expecting you to act the same way that you've been acting. So of course you don't do this, because this is where you establish that boundary, letting them know that is not how this is anymore. You know, so you have received some kind of email, come pick them up on Monday. You write back, no. Since the time I came to pick them up, which was scheduled pickup time, was Sunday, and it's not Sunday anymore. So when you're done on Monday, you return them because they have school on Tuesday. You know, this, by the way, happened where he thought I was bluffing. You know, I said, well, remember, they have school. School starts at, they need to be in school by 7:15. So, make sure you drop them off. He actually thought I was bluffing, that he held on to the kids thinking that I'm going to flip out, because that's what I would have done, you know, in a relationship where, you know, I don't want my kids to miss school and all that. But I'm like, no, well, we have to learn. We all have to start learning today. So guess what? The next day, Tuesday morning, at 6:30 in the morning, he came and dropped off the kids. You know, so they will try to cross that boundary because just like they don't evolve from how they are, they assume that however it is you are in the relationship, that's how you continue to be. So they'll try to flip-flop, they try to cross that boundary, they try to do everything they normally do while you guys were in a relationship before. So with visitation with a narcissist, yes, there's, first of all, make sure there's is written something. Is it a decree, an order, something that must be agreed on? But remember that they're going to start flip-flopping the time. They delay the time here, they delay or don't show up when they're supposed to show up, or show up late. No explanation whatsoever for pick up and drop off time. Or they have the kids going round and round just so, to annoy you, to get you to engage with them and then go off. As long as you remember all this thing, all of it is to get you to come over there and start exchanging words with them. You'll be free. You'll be okay. They send the kids back in the house 20 times to come change clothes. Okay. They come and they're supposed to pick up the kids at 6 or 6 p.m. or 6:30 or whatever it is, and 30 minutes, 10 minutes have gone, 15 minutes have gone. The most you can do is send an email. Your scheduled time was 6 and it's now 6:45. You are not here. And all that is just for you to document that, because that's why I said, is written communication with these people is key, because they do not believe in facts, even if when the fact is sitting in front of them. So the more factual things you have going on, the better. So there's no word of mouth, because their fact changes every 5 minutes. If they're feeling it, it's fact. If they feel happy, then it's fact that they're happy. It doesn't matter if the place is burning down. So in the case of the children not providing the necessity, especially if they're you are the primary, you have the primary custody of the kids and the visit. If you've seen that the normal basic necessities that they're supposed to provide over there for the children, like soap, cream, body, deodorant, hair cream, stuff. If that is lacking, this is where you remember that you are the only parent here, and you're the only one that genuinely cares. So you probably provide those things to the kids and put it in the bag and say, go ahead, take this over there so you can have it to use there. And that's what I had to do, because I had to look beyond the fact that this, I can't, expect this man to care when I've already figured out that this is not your agenda. You trying to get a rise out of me is your number one priority, So you don't really generally care about the kids. So I can't join you in that pit of when I know fully well that you do not care. So I provide those things, and I had to do it one time. And the next time when they said that they ran out, he replaced them. So this is one of those where you remember the battles, you pick your battles so you don't lose the war. At that point, if the necessity that the kids needs and they're supposed to provide that, and the kids need that, you do that. So summary here. The visitation, the narcissist would try to find ways to poke hole in it. All of that is to get the rise out of you. And if you can hold yourself together and be calm and concentrate so you don't lose the war, because they are obviously fighting in every battle, and you can't just fight with every battle with them, So you got to pick the battle, know which battles to pick so you don't lose the war. All right, guys, that's all I got. Remember, get your mind right and everything's falling into place. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Please share, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. All right, take care. Bye.